Hello, today I would like to discuss why the novel has eclipsed all other forms of literary expression since its inception in 1740 with Pamela or Virtue Rewarded. Pamela or Virtue Rewarded by Richardson was the first bestseller. We can call it the bestseller because it became a cult classic of its times. Now the opinions have changed down the centuries. We cannot regard it as a perfect novel in the sense where we consider the theme that is extremely regressive, the theme of a young, gullible girl being pursued by a lecherous man who is in a powerful position, who tries to force her, and when he does not succeed, suddenly has a change of heart and he marries her. And the girl marries him happily, thinking that she is the luckiest woman on the earth. In fact, the title says it all. It says Pamela or Virtue Rewarded. Her virtue, which she protects against all odds, is rewarded by her getting married to the man who was trying to rape her. Well, that is about the theme. We are not about to discuss it right now. I would rather focus on how novel has become the most popular form of literature or literary expression since its inception in 1740. That is the formal year which we consider as the beginning of the English novel proper. The definition of novel is a plot, a story, characters, life-like situations, a beginning, middle, and an end. That is speaking in a very basic manner. There are other characteristics. But the fact remains that ever since the English novel came into existence, of course there were forerunners, but the novel as we understand it to depict a real life situation, it came in existence in 1740. Since then, from the 18th century to the 19th century to the 20th century and to the present postmodern world, we find that it is a novel which is the dominant form of literary expression. It has undergone several transformations and changes, and different genres have developed, but that is beside the point. The fact remains that English novel is the most prominent, the most popular, and the main form of literature in the present times. Coinciding with the beginning of the English novel or the growing prominence of the English novel was the decline of the English drama. Before the novel, the drama in the 16th century and the 17th century till the Restoration age. Of course, there was a period when drama did not exist in the form of it being enacted on the stage. That was during the Commonwealth period or the Puritan rule. But after 1660 till the beginning of the 18th century, English drama went through another brilliant phase. After this was a second brilliant phase after the Elizabethan age. But in the 18th century, in the 19th century, we find that the form of the English drama goes through a steady decline. And coinciding with it or running parallel to it or corresponding to it is the growth of the English novel. Of course, there were certain physical factors which were responsible for it. One was the growing prominence of the middle class and the rise of literacy in the 18th century and of course the 19th century and then the 20th and 21st century. But apart from that, apart from the social and the cultural factors, there are other aspects which we must take into consideration when we compare the decline of the drama and the rise of the novel side by side. Let us just look at the form of drama and the form of the novel. Drama was written primarily for entertainment. That was in the Elizabethan times. It was not meant to be studied in the classrooms as a form of literature. It was meant for the stage, it was meant for a public, it was meant for an entertainment. So it brings me to the point that drama is dependent on certain external factors. It needs a stage, it needs actors, It needs costumes, it needs a stage setting, and it needs an audience. It imposes physical limitations. To watch a drama, you have to watch it from the beginning to the end. It has other limitations. We cannot listen to the or understand what the character is thinking or deciding unless the actor